What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Orange 22 Fishing. I'm super stoked to get into today's video because we have a really cool challenge coming your way, and it's gonna be our first sponsored video. So today's video is sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box. I have one right here in front of me. Super stoked to be able to use it today. And our challenge for the day is we're only gonna be able to use lures that are in this Mystery Tackle Box here in the middle of the winter in Delaware to try to catch some bass. And we are on the big bass pond today, so we have a real shot of doing that. But let's get into this box right here and I'll show you guys what we have to choose from. So let's do a very quick unboxing right here just to show you guys what I got in my most recent Mystery Tackle Box. And we have some really cool stuff right off the bat. So let's read the card and see exactly what we're dealing with. So right off the bat, we got a Jenko Fishing Rip Knocker, which is valued at $10. So I believe that is this lipless crankbait right here, and honestly, that's going to be the first thing I try out of this box today on this pond because it's a great lipless pond. Second thing, we have the Castaic Mana. I believe that's this right here. Yup, it's a little square bill, chartreuse and blue. I love that color pattern. Another great bait. Then we have the Lunker Hunt Impact / 12S jerkbait. So this might be the last thing I use today because I've never used a jerkbait in this pond, but it's still a great looking bait and something that I could definitely see working here in Delaware waters. Next up, we have the Spear Point Performance hooks, which, nope, those are weights. Right there, we got some weird looking hooks. I've never seen anything like that. You guys see those right there? That is insane. Pretty crazy looking, so I'm not exactly sure what we would use those for, but we might use them at some point. Then we got the Samati's Baits Samatisho T, which is right down here on the bottom. And that's kind of like a drop shot type of thing, so that might be something we use if we have to slow our presentation way down and use some finesse. Then we have Big Bite Baits Pro Series fortified with bite juice. It's kind of like a craw, soft plastic. Got a nice little sticker down there. I can stick that on my kayak. And we do have these weights right here from Carl's Bait and Tackle, the drop shot stick weights. So that would go perfectly with the Samati's drop shot right there. So obviously a really great selection of baits right here, guys, in this Mystery Tackle Box. And this thing is just super cool. If you guys don't really know what this is, it's like a subscription-based fishing service. So you get one of these boxes every single month, and every time it comes in, man, it's like Christmas or your birthday when you get that first box, or that second box, or that third one, or your 500th. It's equally cool every single time. If you guys want to start getting your own Mystery Tackle Boxes every month in the mail, use code ORANGE22 and you can get your first box for only $10. It's a great value, man. You get about 40% off all of the baits that are in here off of their face value, and it's a great deal. Like, you can even tailor it to the region you're from. I have the Northeast Bass Box right here, so people are putting together a box that's gonna catch me fish with all these baits, and it's a great way to kind of explore new baits and try stuff like that. So like I said, use code ORANGE22 and get your first Mystery Tackle Box for only $10. So this afternoon here, we're kind of going to be working the sunset shift when it comes to fishing. It's about 3:15 right now, I think it is, and it's been getting dark around 4:30, so got about an hour and 15, maybe an hour and a half to fish. And it's really calm out here, which normally when I come to this pond, it's super windy, so this is kind of nice. But yeah, got the waders on. We're gonna get right out here. I see a ton of geese all out there on the pond, and let's hope there's a ton of fish underneath them. Well, that water is looking way down. Like, it might be the lowest I've ever seen it, so I'm gonna have to keep this first bait of the day up above the bottom, which might be a little bit tough. But like I said in the intro here, we're gonna be starting out with the Jenko Fishing, I think it's called the Rip Knocker or something like that.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, it is. It's a Rip Knocker. And what they say about this bait is we believe the Rip Knocker is the best all-around lipless crank on the market. That's a bold statement, so we'll have to test it out for sure. It catches fish, whether you're snapping it out of the grass or taking it across rocks. And with a variety of colors, this bait can be used in any water clarity. The Rip Knocker is well balanced and can be casted very effectively. It's all about the action, super sharp hooks, and premium paint from Jenko Fishing. So this is the Rip Knocker, and we got kind of like a weird shad pattern. So it's like green and brown, but it's almost see-through. It is see-through. And that's really cool. I think it's about a ½ ounce. Really loud rattles on there. And they're right, the hooks are super, super sharp. This is a great lipless pond, so this thing is really gonna have a chance to shine today. In a perfect world, we just tie this on and that's the only bait we have to use all day long. And I really like the look of it. I really like the colors. And I think we're gonna have some success on this thing, man. I'm excited to start chucking around out here. All right, we got it tied on right here, the Rip Knocker. Time to descend down into the water. And we have a high today of 37 degrees, so these fish are probably not gonna be the most active, but if something is gonna catch them today, I have a feeling this bait's gonna do it right here. And the action is amazing. Just right off the bat, it's got a lot of shine and reflection on it in the sunlight. And that side to side wobble is just really, really good. It's like a unique, thin lipless crankbait, and I've really never seen action like that on a lipless. Just a very unique looking wobble. You guys will have to try one for yourself to see it firsthand, but wow, that water's cold. Let's hope we can have some early success. If you guys saw the last video I filmed at this pond, we absolutely crushed a 5-pounder on like the second or third cast. And I'll leave that video linked down below, but we have the chance to catch some giants today. It does cast pretty well, just like it said on the package. I'm impressed. So my main technique today is just gonna be going with a slow to medium steady retrieve the whole time. I do like to give it a couple of rips as soon as it hits the water, just like that, a couple little twitches. That kind of makes the rattles go extra loud right off the bat and get the fish's attention. And then when I start that steady retrieve, the hope is that they follow it in and hit it like right about here. That seems to be how these fish in here react to these liplesses. Let's wade our way down to this corner over here. This is my favorite place to fish on this pond. There is some structure out here in the corner, and it gets deep right around this area too. So definitely a good spot to be fishing, and let's hope we don't get snagged on that log that's out there, because that thing is always a little bit of a pain, but we usually do catch fish over here too. So it's kind of a, you know, one of those situations where it's high risk, high reward. Definitely don't want to lose our Rip Knocker though. I want to catch fish on this thing. Did you guys see that blow up right over there? That was way close to shore. And that was a fish pushing something up against there and feeding on it. So let's cast over in that general direction. Maybe we can get whatever that was. That's a good sign though. First kind of top water looking activity I've seen all day. Oh, that was a big hit right there. First hit of the day. Just stopped it in its tracks. Didn't hook him, but that was definitely a fish. Way out there in the middle. Good sign for sure. We'll just pepper that area with a bunch of more casts and maybe he'll come back for it. Really good to feel a hit though. It's good to feel something because I can't really feel my hands right now. Jeez, that thing casts a mile. Castability is no joke. Like, I thought maybe they were exaggerating on the box, but this thing is probably the best casting lipless crank I've ever used. That's a fish. There we go. There we go. Good one too, it feels like. All right. Knew it was only a matter of time before this bait got one. That's not a bad one. Sweet, guys. Just hooked on the outside of the lip, but they are still biting in the cold, and the Rip Knocker got it done right there. That's awesome. Jenko Rip Knocker from the mystery tackle box, baby. Got us a solid, like, I don't know, 2-pounder. You guys want to guess the weight on this one? We'll weigh him just for the heck of it and see if we can guess. I was right out in the same spot that I've been having all the hits before. So we've got our scale zeroed out here. I'm gonna guess 2 pounds, 1 ounce. That's my guess. Oh, we got it in kilograms. All right, we'll have to convert kilograms to pounds because I can't figure that out right now, how to change it on here, but I believe it's 0.91 kilograms, 0.90 kilograms. So we'll look on my phone and we'll see what that is. But let's get this guy right back out there on the water and swimming around. That's a future giant for sure. Good looking fish. And there he goes. See you later, bud. First one ever on the Rip Knocker from Jenko. Super cool. So I just looked it up right here on my phone. We got 0.9 kilograms equals 1.98 pounds. So about a 2-pounder. I was very close with my estimation right there. I said 2 pounds, 1 ounce, I believe. And we got just a hair under 2 pounds. So I was right in the ballpark. Curious to see what you guys were guessing on that one too. So comment down below if you guys were also close on your estimation. Hopefully that's the first fish of many to come on this bait. And anytime you can catch fish in the cold, I say it every time when I'm fishing in the cold, but it's a good day. And we are on the board early and I'm feeling good. So if I remember right, he was right about there. Way out deep and hungry for a big Jenko fishing meal. Definitely a good thing those hooks are sharp too, because the way he was hooked with just one single hook off the trebles in there, I think he would have come off on a lot of other baits. So those sharp hooks really did live up to the big expectations right there. You know, guys, I don't mind winter fishing as much as I used to. Like, there's way less people in the water. It's honestly not that bad fishing once you figure out the right baits to use and stuff, and it's just kind of cool. You know, like, winter fishing is not that bad. Ooh, that sun is beaming us right in the eyes. Good Lord. Hopefully you guys can see better than I can right now. Oh, we just had a bite too. I'm gonna catch like a 8-pounder down here and it's gonna be horrible video quality. One thing I've been doing a lot more lately when I'm out here in the winter is keeping some hot tea with me in one of these, you know, thermoses and stuff. It keeps it piping hot, man. And it's just like a lifesaver when you're freezing out there. You need to take a break and warm your hands up and warm your body up. This is something I highly recommend because it tastes amazing. And it's just such a clutch thing in the middle of fishing. Like, if you guys do the same thing as me, you know it hits different. Gonna put in like 15 more minutes at this particular pond, and then I think we're actually gonna hit a brand new pond that I've scoped out. I've been scoping it out for a while, and today seems like as good a day as any to hit it if we don't get any more action on this pond in a little bit. So throw a few more casts around out here, then might hit the road and spend the last half hour of daylight at a brand new spot. But let's hope we can get something here, because that would be a lot easier. All right, nothing more at this pond, so we are gonna head on over to the next one, and I'm excited to get over there. But we were successful here. We did catch one 2-pound bass on a bait that I've never used before out of the mystery tackle box, and it's one that, like, I can envision when this pond is on fire, as it is sometimes. Obviously not today, but when this pond is on fire, I could see this bait really crushing some giants out of here. So you guys will definitely be seeing me use it again, first of all on this next pond, and then definitely down the line some more as well, because I really like using this thing. It's like a big profile bait, but I can keep it up high enough in the water column with a slow steady retrieve where I'm not getting the junk on the bottom. But yeah, let's head on over to this next spot and see what's popping over there. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get after it. Pond number 2. Same bait, same setup. Hopefully bigger and better fish. Again, this is a brand new one for me. I'm excited to be on it. It's a big pond, real big pond, and it could have some serious potential. I've heard some good things about it. I've got buddies that have fished here before and they always tell me it's pretty good, so I know I'm testing it out at kind of a funky time of the year, but we could definitely do some damage on this thing today, especially with a bait like this one right here that I have so much confidence in already, even after a short time of using it. But here we go, I'm seeing it, man. It is definitely big. I looked at it on Google Maps before, and it's definitely pretty big, but seeing it in person, it's bigger than I thought it was. I don't know the depth, I don't know how big the fish are. I don't really know anything about it, but we're gonna fish it. That's the only way to really find out about a pond, is to fish it for yourself and just see what's going on there. But there's a big great blue heron flying across, and they eat fish, so that is definitely a good sign for sure. Kind of sandy bottom, somewhat clear water. I'm liking it. Looks pretty good so far. All right, Rip Knocker, bring me a 10-pounder. Man, this water is just still as anything until those geese disrupted it. See how far we can walk out here actually and see if there's a decent drop off. Oh yeah, it's starting to drop a little bit. Standing about 3 foot right now. Oh man, was that a grinder of a day. Man, I am like pretty sure right now I actually have frostbite, but it was just so tough out there, and to get that one fish, I'm super proud of it. Like the Jenko Rip Knocker, it really did perform well, I thought, and getting that one fish was impressive, because I don't know if any other bait would have caught a fish today. It was just that tough. But I had a ton of fun using that thing. The action was really good. It's something I'm definitely going to be using here in the future some more, because I really love the action on that lipless crankbait, and just the way that it comes through the water and doesn't get snagged up on the bottom, even though it's a big profile. I really like that about the Jenko Rip Knocker. That's what's so cool about mystery tackle boxes. You're getting baits that you're like instantly kind of comfortable with, even though you've never used it before, but it's still expanding your horizons, because I've never used anything from that brand before, but I do love lipless crankbaits. So it's kind of, you know, one of those things where you're like, you already have a confidence bait even though it's your first time using it, and I really like that about some of the stuff you get in there. But man, I'm gonna head up the road. I am so cold right now. I'm just gonna have myself a nice cup of tea at home and wrap up and then edit this video. But hope you guys did enjoy this little adventure with me today. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. Let's keep growing this channel, man. We are approaching 1,300 subs, and we've got many more people to reach out there and to have them enjoy our content too. So thanks for all you guys' support. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to get a mystery tackle box, use code ORANGE22 for $10 for your first one. That's right, your first mystery tackle box for only $10. So I'll leave the link down below if you want to go get one of those and use it just like I did today. Again, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.